A Morrill man arrested after getting caught with roughly 2 pounds of suspected methamphetamine. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a Morrill man is facing multiple felony charges after authorities say a large amount of drugs was seized during a traffic stop south of Gering last week. According to the Scottsbluff County Sheriff's Office, a deputy stopped 61-year-old Julian Roybal for speeding Thursday morning on Highway 71 and received consent to search his vehicle. Deputies say that the search uncovered nearly 2 pounds of suspected methamphetamine, along with nearly 16 grams of cocaine, $1,900 in cash, a digital scale, and a loaded 9mm handgun. Roybal is charged with possession of methamphetamine and cocaine with intent to distribute, as well as possession of a firearm by a prohibited person. All charges are Class 1D felonies or higher, and his bond was set at $600,000, with the preliminary hearing set for January 23rd. One person was injured in a two-vehicle collision at a busy Scottsbluff intersection Monday, shortly after 4 p.m. First responders were called to Highway 26 and 27th Street, finding one vehicle disabled and blocking the eastbound lanes, with the second vehicle located in an adjacent ditch. Scottsbluff police say the investigation found that a 2016 Toyota, driven by 27-year-old Wyatt Hooton of Scottsbluff, was traveling eastbound, and a westbound Kia Sedona, driven by 43-year-old Errol Amy of Colorado, failed to yield as it attempted to make a left-hand turn. Hooton was transported to Regional West Medical Center for treatment of injuries, while the Colorado man was cited and released for failure to yield the right-of-way. Both vehicles were towed from the scene due to disabling damage, with Highway 26 closed for roughly half an hour. And the Nebraska State Auditor's Office has completed a review of the Plains Historical Society in Kimball and confirmed misuse of the organization's debit card by a former board member. Lisa Shaw is accused of using the society's card to make 54 purchases, totaling nearly $1,400 during the last fiscal year. Purchases that came into question from the account, which shares both public and non-public funding, includes a trio of purchases from a Colorado vape shop, a meal at Golden Corral, and retail purchases from stores like Baumgar's and Walmart. After the discrepancies were flagged by the society's treasurer, Shaw's father and board chairperson Jack Shaw reimbursed the society in full after the questionable purchases were noticed. In the wake of the report, which was referred to the county attorney and attorney general's office, the Plains Historical Society began implementing new measures on how to safeguard funds in the future. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least one float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
Welcome back. United Way of Western Nebraska is announcing a new partnership with Food Bank for the Heartland to expand mobile food pantries across the region. The first drive-through mobile pantry in Scottsbluff County will be held this Wednesday, January 14th at 4 p.m. at the Guadalupe Center on East 9th Street. The free event is open to the public and will provide food for families in need with one distribution per household. Fresh produce, dairy, bread, and shelf-stable items will be available. A brief intake form is required, and all the information can be found on the United Way's website. Well, Nebraska's preliminary unemployment rate for November was 3% seasonally adjusted. The rate has been unchanged in the last 7 months that data was collected and is up 0.1 percentage points from the November 2024 unemployment rate. The national average of the unemployment rate for November of 2025 was 4.6%, up 0.4 percentage points from the last year. Nebraska's rate tied for 6th lowest in the country, with South Dakota lowest in the nation at 2.1%, and California the highest at 5.5%.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
For the building when all of its employees are gone. I'm Alex Makovica, joining you with today's agriculture news on the Rural Radio Network. Those are the kinds of questions being asked as the Tyson beef processing plant in Lexington has 7 days left of operation, closing its doors next Tuesday, January 20th. On the Governor's Call-In show yesterday, Governor Jim Pillen said a team of engineers is evaluating the building to see whether it could become a case-ready meat plant.
You know, there's been rumors that they're pulling equipment out. I've asked all those questions, and so here's really the bottom line of what I've gotten back from the leadership of Tyson. Number one, they brought engineers in, and they are assessing the plant, and they've said that they will have an answer by the first part of March, whether that plant will be made into a, quote, case-ready meat plant to create value added from products that are produced in other plants within Tyson, whether it's in Nebraska or other parts of the country.
Pillen said the goal is to make sure the plant doesn't stay dark, calling Tyson a big player in Nebraska.
Outside of Lexington, there's still another 8,000 plus people within the state of Nebraska employed by Tyson, from Smart Chicken in southeast Nebraska to a bacon plant in Omaha to I think there's another 5,000 head of cattle processed up in South Sioux City, and another 4,500 jobs. And then in Madison, Nebraska, there's a pork plant that processes 10,000 head of hogs.
UNL has predicted closure will result in about $3.3 billion in annual statewide economic losses. That analysis projects more than 7,000 jobs lost statewide, including over 3,000 plant positions. You're listening to the Rural Radio Network.
At Channel, we always show up for our farmers. Is that tar spot or rust?
Incoming!
Definitely rust.
Rick?
How did you?
Dropping in to check on your crop, Bill. Let's call your agronomist before that rust can hurt your yield.
That sounds great, but when did you learn to skydive?
Self-taught, Bill. Kind of a prodigy.
From personalized insights to year-round support, Channel Seed pros always show up. Visit channel.com to learn more. Channel, all in, all season. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Some corn and soybean fungicides out there talk a big game. But if you're paying premium prices for not-so-premium results, it's time to get your money's worth with Miravis Neo. With exclusive adaptogen technology, health-boosting benefits that keep crops cleaner and greener, and proven bushel bumps that out-yield the other guys, it's easy to see which fungicide gets you the most bang for your buck. Ask your retailer for Miravis Neo, the premium fungicide that performs. Always read and follow label instructions.
Good morning. Welcome back. Corn and soybean futures plummeted yesterday following what one analyst called the worst report he's seen for corn. Corn closed down 25 cents yesterday, beans following suit down about 15 cents. Heading into the report, much of that trade had been positioned for at least a modest reduction in corn yield in the January WASDE, citing production issues in key Midwestern states. Instead, though, the USDA raised corn harvested acres by 1.3 million and increased yield by half a bushel an acre. Mike Suzzolo of Global Commodity Analytics just after that release yesterday.
Probably one of the worst reports I've seen in the 24-25 marketing year and to start the 25-26 marketing year, especially for the corn market domestically.
Soybeans offered little support to prices. USDA left that yield unchanged, but cut exports by about 60 million bushels. And that ultimately pushed up domestic ending stocks up to 350 million bushels. Global soybean ending stocks rose to about 125 million metric tons, largely on higher Brazilian production. Suzzolo said the combination of higher harvested acres and a record yield was difficult to reconcile with both field-level reports and historical statistical patterns.
This is, to me, a historic move in terms of bigger harvested acres, even bigger than planted acres, and a new record high yield.
Grain trade has come off its lows of the day yesterday. Overnight, corn trading about 2 to 3 cents lower, beans now 5 to 6 lower, and the wheat pits 2 to 3 cents lower. Livestock trade, though, friendly yesterday. Live cattle ending up 50 to $1.50 higher, and feeders up about $1.30 to $1.40. From inside the Nebraska Soybean Board studios, brought to you by Nebraska soybean farmers and their checkoff. This is the Rural Radio Network.
It's your last chance to lock in 2025 pricing on our acclaimed replacement windows and ensemble entry doors. Get 20% off with no money down, no interest, and no payments for 12 months. Pay nothing till 2027. Plus, get an extra 5% off the entire project if purchased on initial consultation. If you've been thinking about replacing those drafty, outdated doors or windows, now is the time. Call today or visit rbawyoming.com to book your free estimate.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank.
All the ways that I have felt, being lonely in my bed, all the messages I sent, but they always go unread. Saw a vision in my daydream, in a plane that is empty, in the place that is between. Such a beautiful city, the world looks very pretty, with the snow on the windows, all the noises of the sea.
The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank, where local and we love our community.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, does the date October 29th, 1963 mean anything to you? Well, for one lucky Nebraska Lottery My Day player, the numbers 10, 29, 63 came up big for them during Saturday's drawing. Lotto officials say a top prize ticket worth $5,000 was sold for the January 10th drawing at the Shortstop gas station and convenience store on Avenue I in Scottsbluff. The odds of hitting that top prize? More than 1 in 36,000. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.